It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, here's Fields. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
But from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller was looking at his play sheet and saying, drag that dagger play, drag that play, and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. There he goes, left side. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. For the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes. Was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Mixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Rodgers to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete.
Gardner came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. On that play, they held up quite well.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Fields going to keep it once more. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. marks as a 53-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers again now. And Lazard's got it again. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. So he's stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
Remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the 2nd half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Because Brady Thompson will guarantee you told them, you might want to stop coming up from mid-downfield because just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Fields over the middle. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession. And
all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
On second down, Montgomery. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Oh, look at the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. down. Here's the run with Montgomery. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to go. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Correct me if I'm wrong, man. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to a full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields from 17 yards out. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking for Tonyan on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. An inside give to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Got a man. It's Tonyan. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 37 yards. And the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st down, Fields able to hit his target, Claypool. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Fields on first down. He's got Claypool. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. All eyes on Fields. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here's Fields. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now it's Fields. So this is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fields throwing again. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So a